got plenty bangers to watch today, gang. We not even gonna waste no more time. Let's go ahead and get to it. Loki had me enticed. I was like, let me see what this talking about. Hold up. Oh no. Streaming culture is getting dangerous by Pierre. So we gonna see what he talking about. Cause I ain't gonna lie, either way, like he not wrong. But it's like he might not say, he might not like, what am I trying to say? He might have more to explain than, I'm probably thinking of, because this shit do get a little toxic. Yo, Sean was good. And, yeah, so we gonna see what he talking about. Let's see. You're not even wasting no more time. Let's see.
Yeah, this shit's getting weird, man. And I never would have expected it to get to this point. But now the IRL streaming culture has now become so brain dead to the point where people are not valuing their own fucking lives. It's insane what we're witnessing within the streaming culture. And I don't know why it became like this. Actually, I do know why. Attention, all right? When you do stupid shit on the internet in front of people and you harass people in public, a lot of people are going to watch it and hate it. And also, it's like a true statement that bad publicity is still good publicity because, yes, it does still bring in views. When you act like an asshole and harass everyday people in public, in stores and malls and other places of the real world, and you get a lot of hate, it still brings in publicity in which you can monetize.
And that's what's crazy. Like, what's a good example? Like the foryou incident with Max and OJ. I ain't gonna lie. It was like, because it was a negative thing, a lot of people finally took it as like I ain't gonna lie, me included, like, sometimes bad publicity makes good content, and like that's the crazy thing. Like, it's cliche to say because I ain't gonna lie, I do it, plenty other reactors do it, but it's more like we see the news and it's like we give our opinions and then we just go about the day. But like when you really sit down about the situation, it's like, damn, we're not no better. So like maybe I should, like, I don't know, cause it does. Everybody's trying to eat at the end of the day. Let's not pretend as if money's not involved. It's not a business, but like morally, sometimes you do gotta think like, dang, we are kind of making it worse, trying to spreading it around. So it is what it is. I can't say I'm not gonna do it anymore because that'd be a lie. And it is, like the main. People just like bad news, bro. I can't hide again. So that's just keeping it a buck.
The problem is lying in that people think that they are fucking invincible just because they have a camera recording. I have never seen anything like this in my life, chat, and I tell you where it all went wrong. It all went wrong with YouTube pranks. YouTube pranks opened up a brand new...
You might be on something. What was that era? Bro, I ain't gonna lie though. That was a good era. 2020, bro. Oh my God, yeah. I missed that era so bad, but it's like as I grew up, I understood like it was kind of messed up. Like what? Jadion. I think Canel came like later. D.i.f.f.e.r.e.n.t. Danny Duncan, Balin Levine. We count Nelk. Let me know in the comments if we count Nelk. I'm not sure. I count Nelk because they was like trolling these. Loaf, y'all know Loaf. That's a lead ball, but yeah, it was more like a. People just like negativity. I don't know. Cause I ain't gonna lie, as a kid, like I was laughing and stuff, like. But then as you grow up, it's like, you know. Yes, if you take it too serious, it's like, okay, you kind of reaching. But at the same time, if you like look at it from like a unbiased standpoint, it's like, dang, it was kind of messed up, but it's like it was good content. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tricky situation to really think about, cause I was part of the view count. I was subscribing. That was my content. So like, it's not like I was making it any better, or probably plenty of people out there were probably making it better by supporting the content. So
door of content that we never saw before. As a kid growing up in the early 2000s,
Fousey too. I ain't gonna lie, he be tweaking a little bit now, but like actually not as much anymore. He be chilling. But like Fousey, I remember, what was it? It was that one prank he did as like a prisoner, and he was going in different elevators chasing people. Gang, I ain't gonna lie. What a time. I gotta be honest. What a time.
the late 2010s, prank videos were booming. All right, people going outside, harassing people, doing all kinds of stupid shit to people in person. It created a doorway to open that IRL content space, in which it is now transferred into live IRL content space. And the problem lies in that those YouTube prank videos, most of them were fake. You know what I'm saying? Other than Vitaly and all this other shit, he almost went to.
I forgot about Vitaly. Ain't he in jail? He might be in jail. Hold on. Let me see something. Oh wait, that ain't it. He completed his sentence in 2026. Oh, he in Russia right now? Yeah, I ain't go. Dang, that nigga will throw this head. What the? Hold up. 26. Let's get. Damn. Yeah, he's low key. Kind of messed himself over, but hey, Vitaly was one of them. Hey, he was also doing his thing. So like, I don't know. That's tough.
The prison, he went to Philippines. It was crazy, right? Most of those pranks were fake. Sometimes they were real, but sometimes they were fake. I don't know if you guys remember that one guy that went up to that dude at Chick-fil-A and was harassing him, and he got shot in his stomach, and he was like, oh my God, I'll never do that shit again, because it was the most painful thing he's ever experienced in his life. A lot of people didn't learn from that situation, but instead transferred the stupidity of IRL content into a live space in which they think that they're invincible, all right? And it gets to a point where, yeah, motherfuckers would be assholes in person and be doing all kinds of stupid shit to harass people for content. But now it has gotten to the point where people do not value their lives in any shape or form just because of the content that they're trying to upload on the internet, right? And I have a great example here. Chud the Builder, right? Chud the Builder was an IRL live streamer that was going around Memphis, Tennessee, a city that has a high population of black people, and going around and calling those said black people the N-word.
What's good, Jonas? We're reacting right now. What's this link? Hold on, let me see. What this is? What's it? Hold on. I'm gonna click into. What is this? Hey Jonas, what this is?
Word, right? And you see what happened within the month or two of him blowing up, right? It hit a fucking peak in which he is now going to prison and has a $1.2 million bond for shooting a veteran because he was harassing them, and the veteran said, hey, get the hell away from me, and he shot him, all right? And it's just like, you don't value your life in any sense and form because you thought that the camera was going to save you from the consequences of the real world. And I think a lot of these streamers don't understand that. You are not having an argument in a comment section, and you're trying to bring Instagram comment section logic to an actual situation in the real world. It doesn't make sense, and I don't know why people think like this, because when you're dealing with people, every single thing is illogical. You're trying to base your logic on another fucking person that has experienced a entirely different life from you, all right? So in your mind, you're thinking, hey, I can call these black people the N-word, and they're...
Of course I'm real. Real different. What you with?
They're not going to do anything to me because you've been convinced by the internet of a comment section that nothing's going to happen to you. And you wake up and you see the consequences of your actions, and now you might go to...
If y'all got some viral clips, send them to the Discord right now. I might go into the Discord. If y'all got some viral clips, send them in.
Prison for 25 plus fucking years because you thought that the real world was a comment section. And that's where it's just like, yo, what the fuck is happening within the IRL content space? And there's another situation that just happened today, which was even more insane. So it's this guy on Instagram, right? I guess he got into an argument with some dude. This is in Denver, Colorado, and they're both armed with firearms. They both have handguns on them, right? He pulls out his damn camera and starts following the guy that has a gun and harassing him. He's like, oh, you ain't gonna up that blick on nobody. The other guy that has the gun that's being recorded, he starts backing up. He's like, hey man, leave me alone. Leave me alone. He starts running away. Mind you, remember, they both have firearms, okay? He's like, bro, leave me alone. He's running away from this guy and he's still recording him. Oh, you ain't gonna up that blick on me. You ain't gonna do this. And it gets to the point where the guy that he was chasing was so scared that he shot him, and the guy that was recording is dead. And I look at this whole situation as not a single point in that moment did you value your life. Not
at all. Damn. See, here's the thing, like, even when I first started YouTube, I was like, pranks is something I would never do. Cause it's like you see the public eye, and it's like safety reasons wise, like it was just never. I had to realize that I had to be either really creative or like I would just have to find my way in content, and then gradually I made it here so like we could. But like I was always thinking about, because I was like, I could go out. I was thinking about getting some of the bros together, going to Walmart trolling or something, but I was like, nah. I don't know. Maybe not to troll or like harass people. I don't know. Cause it was like I would see G on do. I was like, okay, he got hella views from doing that. But then when you really think about the aftermath, he even stopped. Cause he even felt as if it wasn't good either. So like once he stopped, I was like, okay, that's just a no-go. So nowadays, streaming has really helped a lot of content creators, because it's like you don't have to be a prankster. But back then, like, pranksters like were literally running YouTube for a good 3-4 years at best. So it all depends. It all depends on how creative you are and like how you actually, if you actually know what you're doing in content or anything.
One time did you value your life? And I feel like the IRL streaming and showing all these IRL clips on the internet has infected the minds of younger people, because it is very younger people that are doing this, like Gen Z my age, in which they think that they're invincible. And I'm like, wait a second, the guy had a gun, you had a gun, he runs away from you, telling you to leave him alone. He still has a gun. You're chasing him, recording him, you have a gun, and it gets to the point where he shoots and kills you, and now you're what's going on? How did this happen? You didn't value your life. You didn't value your life. And I feel like this IRL content stream is the result of fucking people doing
Wait, so he's running with the damn. See, the thing about that, hop on for it. My game's upstairs, bro. I have to bring back all that connected, bro. That's gonna take forever, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I might set up a little squad. What's this video? What he said? Streaming culture is getting dangerous. You talking about people be getting shot, not thinking that like they content or like them harassing people like might actually get them killed. So like, Dang. So even with the video, so it's like he backing up. He said he backed. Hold on, let me go back a little bit.
What's going on? How did this happen? You didn't value your life. You didn't value your life, and I feel like this IRL content stream is the result of fucking people doing dumb shit on the internet and having to deal with the consequences of that, to the point where
Just for the clip farm, bro. Think about it. The clip farming is what gets the eyes, cause now majority of the time content is this gang. Scrolling, TikTok, IG Reels, even YouTube Shorts. That's a method. I ain't gonna lie, I just learned that today. YouTube Shorts, that's a method too. But like, short form content has low key taken over. So like, that's why being a streamer is so hard, cause it's like you really have to be tapped in and like actually knowing you can get an audience from all over the world, and they will actually take the time to sit down and watch you on a whole live streaming platform. So it's like you really have to, like, in the beginning it's like you really gotta make an impact, but once you make your impact, you find your little audience, you know, your couple hundred people, now you just chill. Like Kai went from dancing on stream, this, that, and the third, to now he just be chilling, watching, reacting, and it led to him making a whole university for other people to go do their thing, because he already completed streaming. If you ask me, he completed streaming. He could never do it again and be perfectly fine with his life. Like, man's went away for 9 months and came back, took it over again. Like, bro, it's levels to this. So it's like now everybody's trying their hardest to clip farm, get the best clip, whatever it is, to just make sure that they can either at least try to get on his level or even match him up. But to get over him, Suburb Baby's probably the only one that, like, and Rakai, that might have the potential to do that. Because you see now, Suburb Baby really took the time, took initiative during Shimmy U to actually go viral. And now he was like top one for like 3 days at a time. So like, we gonna make a video about that soon. I want to get back into my own content. So like, even talking about this, I'm really realizing I got to get back on my content and like me, what I was doing. So just look out for that.
like I said, you're going to prison or you die. Like it's like I don't understand what is going on within this content space. It's one thing to go in public and act like a fucking fool, right, and harass people and just basically be an asshole, right? It's another thing to not value your life. Like, it's like, why would you chase somebody with a firearm? And same thing goes for Chud Builder. Why would you go into a majority black city and call people the N-word on a live stream with
that was crazy. I'm still confused, like, who thinks of that? Like, yeah, there's racist people in the world, but you made a point to let it be known out loud that you read. For everybody who was in that chat supporting, I'm really confused. Like, who are those people that was actually in that live riling this man on to even go and do that? But if he thought about that on his own, I ain't gonna lie. That's some different shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Her entire fucking face in the live stream and then egg people on to say, hey, you ain't gonna do nothing to me, and then now you're in prison. Now it's like what the, nobody is listening. Nobody is understanding the consequences, and the majority of people that are suffering from those consequences are my age, Gen Z, because they think that they're fucking invincible, because they've been convinced by a fucking device, a phone, to actually think that, hey man, I could do the dumbest shit possible and still live a normal life. No, you can't. When you're dealing with people, like I said, people that have lived completely different lives from you, you don't know how they're going to react, all right? You don't know anything. That's why I try to tell people. I say, you can be as logical as possible, all right, on the internet. You can, I got the facts, I got this. But when it comes to real life, you're not dealing with logical people all the time. You could come across a fucking psychopath that's like, yo, did you just say that to me in front of, and then he just shoots you. Like, you...
Bro, you don't know who you messing, like, that's one thing, like, in a way, if you become a content creator, you're okay with putting your life at risk, only because let's say you do get up there. Now you gotta be mindful about where you walking, what rooms you in, the people you interact with, cause you got fans, you got supporters, and then you got people that watch you. And the people that watch you can mean a plethora of things. Either they plot, they check to see what you on, they look for you. Like, gang, you see how, like, even with Kai not even leaking the address of Streamer University, there were people that still made it a point to say, I'm going to find this nigga. Like, bro, it was really crazy to see how many people actually pulled up and were actually trying to break into that thing, bro. Like, it was, I don't know. That's one thing I be thinking about. Like, I ain't gonna lie. DoorDash is clutch. Uber Eats, all that, Grubhub, like, that's clutch gang, because it might be points. You really do gotta throw that hoodie on, put that ski mask, whatever, go out and hide. Like, your public life is practically over. I don't even think Kai can even go into a Walmart and shop no more. I really don't think so. If he can, yeah, that's kind of correct, but like, he might have to have plenty security. Like, he can't be a normal person anymore. If I'm not mistaken, because it's like he's too known. Same for Speed. Same for probably XQC. Like, it's a lot of streamers that can no longer live a regular life because everything they do is under eye. So like, I want to get to a point where I can financially take care of myself, but being number one, absolutely not. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'll be number one in other things, but like, being known as the number one guy in streaming, oh no. Oh no. Rakai and them, they can take that, bro. I would be like the your rage of streaming. I'd be content with that. I'm known, but I'm not too known, so I could just go anywhere and I'll be chilling. I'd be fine with that.
Don't, especially in the United States, it's like, yo, first of all, there's more guns than people in this country. I wouldn't be trying anybody because everybody and their mama is armed. And like what are we doing here? You're chasing down somebody that has a firearm? Like, what? I tell you, chat, and I think the result of all of this stupidity is that IRL content. It's the IRL streams. It's the meta glasses. It's the going out and doing dumb.
That's why I was thinking about being meta glasses, but like, niggas made it weird, bro. Niggas made it weird, so I ain't even gonna even try that no more. It depends what type of scenery I'm in though. So I'm gonna think about it, but I don't ever see myself getting meta glasses just cause how people have made it to be.
Shit in person and getting a ton of views, getting a ton of hate, and getting some bad and good publicity, and then you're like, oh my god, I can do that too. Oh, this guy's doing it on Instagram, I want to do it as well. And it's just like, dude, you don't know the consequences of your actions when you do that type of content with other people in the real world, especially the fucking United States of America, which, like I said, there are more guns than people here. You gotta think, bro. And I think that's what people aren't thinking. It's just like, oh, wait, oh my God, look at the views, look at the money, look at the bad bitches. Oh my God, I gotta do that. No, bro, please just think. For the love of God, think. That's all I gotta say. Shout out to the coalition.
Hey, WVIB. I don't know, bro. It all depends. Like, you really gotta know real life from content, so if you can figure that out, you'll be fine. But if you can't, fries your life. Word.